Recording. All right. Good evening, everybody. On behalf of Rob Martin, my name is Rohan Bansali, and welcome to our live webinar. I'm just going to share my screen here. We're going to get started. This is a live webinar, so there's a good chance we're going to mess something up along the way, so just bear with us. All right. Hopefully we can all see that. Terrific. So a little housekeeping. During the presentation, while I'm speaking about our products, Rob's going to be able to answer any questions you have just at the chat box on the bottom. You can just ask questions. And while Rob's speaking and telling you about the business opportunity, I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. But after the presentation, it's best to get back to the coach that invited you to the presentation. But if you want to speak to us, we're certainly happy to answer any questions you have. This is a way to get a hold of me. You can find me on Facebook. That's my business page, or teamfindyourfolks@gmail.com or teamfindyourfocus.com. And this is Rob's information.
You can reach me at countryclubfitnessgm@gmail.com or firstteamfitness.com, or Messenger on Facebook works exceptionally well as well.
Terrific. Okay, guys, so we're going to talk a little bit about the coach opportunity. So there's two parts here that are already important to know. The first is it's about being a coach. It's a business that's built around helping other people reach their goals. And it's an opportunity. It's a chance for you to change not only the lives of others, but your life as well, and build a profitable and ethical business. So this is a little bit about me. I'll just give you some background. Before I was a Beachbody customer, I was pretty unhealthy. If you ever heard of the metabolic syndrome or pre-diabetes, that's what it looks like. You know, someone with big guts and tiny arms and like 9 chins, and that's what I look like. And I finally made a decision to do a program called P90, is one of Power 90, one of Beachbody's first programs. Exceedingly repetitious. There were 4 workouts spread out over 90 days. So you do 2 for 6 weeks and 2 for another 6 weeks. Really took a lot of focus, but I had wonderful results. Despite that, I refused to try the nutritional product called Shakeology for 2 years. And it's a funny story now because we won't go anywhere without it. And then after a couple of years, my own coach asked me a few times if I wanted to get involved with coaching. And I had a whole bunch of excuses and reasons why I shouldn't be a coach. I'm busy. I have a full-time job. I don't understand sales. I'm not at the end of my fitness journey yet, all this kind of stuff. But finally, I just decided to take the plunge and become a coach, and then did absolutely nothing for 8 full months until a program called P90X3 came out. Now I'm a 2-star diamond coach. Now that in and of itself doesn't mean anything, except that I've had some level of success with the business. You could see it. I'm a father of 2 there, my kids there. On the left, my son was a few months old. I was still very unhealthy. And on the right there, my son's a few years older, and my daughter showed up, and she's in my arms. And this is really what Beachbody is all about for us. It creates a generational change that affects families, moms, dads, and kids. And really, the heart of what we do here. And this guy on the left was unhealthy and could never do what that guy on the right is doing. I am a full-time cardiologist as far as my profession. Again, not all that important, except to say that I'm a pretty busy guy. I work 60 to 80 hours a week. In fact, I just got home just before the webinar. It's not, so it's not impossible, despite being a very busy professional, as is Rob, and he'll tell you about that as well, to do this business in some very focused, scheduled time. I've had a pretty good level of success with the business doing it that way. I'm a runner. This is the other way that Beachbody has changed my life, in that I could never run even a quarter mile around the track. In high school, forget a mile, I would dread that challenge. And here we are, and I'm more than 40 years old, and I've run 3 marathons in the last couple of years, another one coming up. It's something I never, ever thought I could say. And thanks to Beachbody, I've been able to do things that were not even dreams of mine. So let's talk a little bit about what Beachbody is and what Team Beachbody is, and what we're talking about for these incredible products. So Beachbody started as a sort of back-of-the-napkin conversation between 2 guys, Carl Deichler and John Congdon, who decided to make a fitness company, and they had a real, vision about what they wanted to achieve. Now, they were in a saturated market. You have things like Tybo and the Thigh Master and the Gazelle and all these sort of things. And they said, well, we're going to do it. We're going to do it a little bit differently. So they went ahead and they started the company, and then they created Power 90, which is the program that that I started with. And then in 2004, the game changed. They released a program that changed the face of fitness in the United States forever. It's a program most people have heard of. It's called P90X or Power 90 Extreme. It is a program that allowed people to do boot camp style home fitness program in their own home and lose hundreds and hundreds of pounds. Now, this is an intense program, and Rob's going to tell you a funny story about when he started the program. And what we found out was that people were reaching out to people who had already completed P90X, so-called P90X grads, in order to mentor them in doing P90X. And the people who had developed that mentor-mentee relationship, not only were they more successful in completing the program, but they lost more weight as well. So Beachbody said, hey, let's codify this. Let's make a group of mentors to help people successfully complete their programs and reach their goals. And they called those people coaches. And in 2017, Beachbody was created. And then there has been a veritable explosion of programs. From the aptly named Insanity in 2009, that is one crazy program, folks. That is something that's going to get you ripped up and shredded like nothing else, but it is hard. To Body Beast, which is an incredible muscle building and strength building program that actually opened doors for women. Now, we don't talk about weightlifting in women very often, but we should, because weightlifting for women helps protect their bones from osteoporosis, helps prevent diabetes, maintain lean muscle mass. But the problem is that still, for some reason, in 2017, there's this bad gym culture where women get intimidated to go to the weight rack and lift heavy weights. So this program gave them an opportunity to lift whatever weights they wanted in the privacy of their own home, basically with a personal trainer right in front of them. And that's Sigi Kaleb, who's the trainer on Body Beast. So it really had incredible results for women. It opened a lot of new doors. Early in mid-2013, we released a program called T25 or Focus T25. It is a 25-minute high-intensity interval program that gave you the same results as a much longer workout in 25 minutes a day, 5 days a week, and basically blew the doors off the last excuse, which is, I don't have enough time. Anybody can do 25 minutes of a workout in their own home on their own time for 5 days a week. A little after that, P90X3 came out, based very much on the original P90X, but the workouts were 30 minutes and high intensity, incredible program, really helped me get into great running shape. 21-Day Fix came out, which helped people deal with the last problem in fitness, which is nutrition. And people who don't know a macronutrient from a micronutrient, a fat from a carb, don't have to know any of that stuff, don't have to count calories. They have these beautiful color-coded containers, red for proteins, green for vegetables. As long as it fits in the container, you can eat it, and everything was automatically balanced. And then sort of full circle for me, in late 2014, the original Power 90 was revamped to P90, a much nicer program, a little bit more variety. And I put my then 70-year-old mom on the program who lost 30 pounds and went from diabetic to non-diabetic. So that's what, Beachbody really means to me. Went full circle for me, starting with the original Power 90 to my mom doing P90. Everyone I love is doing a Beachbody program and involved with Beachbody somehow. My mom, my sister, of course, my wife and I, we all are involved because Beachbody really brings a lot of value to our lives. So what is it about this fitness company that is so unique, that allows them to prosper where other fitness companies have failed? Well, besides fitness, they also approach it from the nutritional standpoint. We'll talk about that in one moment. Besides the nutrition and fitness, we give you a coach, peer support, someone to help you reach your goals, encourage and motivate, and to hold you accountable to what you said you were going to do. And finally, Beachbody rewards you for being part of that. And Rob's going to tell you a little bit more about that in a few minutes. So let's talk about the hallmark nutritional product from Beachbody called Shakeology. If you asked the Beachbody coach what Shakeology was, he or she would tell you it is our daily dose of dense superfood nutrition, which sounds ridiculous until you actually break it down. So Shakeology is something you can drink daily, every day. You don't have to think about it. So I used to have it for breakfast all the time. I didn't have to think if I wanted oatmeal, because everyone should have oatmeal, or should have bacon and eggs and have no carbs, because everyone should have no carbs. You just take the Shakeology, you put in some almond milk or water or whatever you want with it, throw it in the blender, boom, it's done. You're having your best, healthiest meal of the day right up front with no thought every day. Or if you're like me now, you could have it for dinner. So I throw it in a blender when I get home. I don't have to prep. I don't have to wonder if I have dinner ready. I don't stop at the grocery store. Just throw it in the blender when I'm done. I have my best meal. It's not super heavy, and I'm good to go. And so you have it every day. We talk about it's a dose. Okay, Shakeology is not a dose. It's not a medication, but it does have a lot of superfoods that help improve your immune system and boost your immune system function. Now, I work in a hospital. I am constantly being bombarded by pathogens and viruses and bacteria. And whereas half the hospital went down with the flu this season, I walked around like I was bulletproof because Shakeology, I am convinced, keeps my immune system humming along. And here you can see some of the 70 superfoods that are source harvested from around the world. We recently found out they've added 2 incredible ingredients as well, but we'll keep that to ourselves for now. And it's just stuff that's going to improve performance and digestion and your overall nutrition. It's just good stuff. You should just drink it. It's really, there's no two ways around it. And it happens to be delicious. So if you are, a chocolate person, there is chocolate. If you are a vanilla person, there's vanilla. There is a flavor for everybody. There's cafe latte, which is a coffee flavored, which recently came out in, or is about to come out, I should say, in a vegan formulation. And that is a wonderful flavor. My wife used to drink the vegan tropical strawberry every day. Soon as cafe latte came out, we never saw that tropical strawberry again. Whatever your choice in flavors, there is a Shakeology for you. And one of the most exciting products Beachbody came out with about 2 years ago is the Performance line. Now, the Performance line is something to improve your overall fitness performance. There's a pre-workout Energize, an intra-workout Hydrate, which is a hypotonic solution, a post-workout Recover to help you recover more quickly, with an optimal blend of carbs and protein. There's an overnight recharge, which has tart cherry extract to help prevent delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS. Is that soreness you get 2 days after you do a heavy workout. And of course, creatine, which is one of the most heavily studied supplements in the world. Now, these products were signed on as the official product of the Ironman Triathlon. For those of you who don't know what an Ironman is, it's a 140.6 mile race, running, swimming, and biking. And these athletes race anywhere from 8 to 10 to 15 hours in the race, and hours longer for their training. So you can bet that athletes who train that hard and that long are going to require a supplement that is effective, and Beachbody became their official supplement with the Performance line. So great, you guys, we have the products, we have the fitness products, the nutrition products, the supplement. How do you know any of this stuff works? Well, these are some pictures from people who have had great success with Beachbody. And you can see people come in all shapes and sizes, genders and colors, whatever it is. Some people had a lot of weight to lose. Some people just had little weight to lose and wanted to get ripped. Whatever it is that you are looking to do, Beachbody has a program that is going to help you get there. And just as importantly, has a coach that has already done what you are looking to do, someone who knows what you're going through. And that really is what we're about to talk about. And that is the peer support, the coaching network, the people who are here to help other people reach their goals and thereby build a business. So let's talk about what a coach is and what a coach, more importantly, is not. You do not have to be already a fitness or nutrition expert. No one expects you to be that. Beachbody are the fitness and nutrition experts. Your job is to connect people with the right program through Beachbody, and they can learn about the nutrition and the proper workouts from that point on. You don't already have to be on your fitness goal. I certainly wasn't when I started coaching. People don't identify with perfect six-pack abs and ripped bodies. They identify with people who look like them, who are going through the journey and being consistent and sharing their experience. And you certainly don't need to be an experienced sales person. We don't want salespeople. What we want are people who are willing to share how the products are affecting and changing their lives. So if you are 30 pounds overweight or 50 pounds overweight and you post every day, I drank my Shakeology, I did my workout, and a couple months later you're down 15, 20, 25 pounds, people are going to watch that journey and be inspired. And that's what we're looking for from a coach. You have to be committed to using the products. You obviously cannot talk about how amazing Shakeology is if you don't, in fact, drink Shakeology. So you have to be committed to that. And lastly, but certainly not least, you have to be willing to grow your mind. Now, the person you are right now is not a successful Beachbody coach. You have to grow into that person. You have to read good books, listen to good material that's going to help you expand your vision of the world, expand how you think about yourself, and expand how you think about others, and it will dramatically change your life. And this is definitely the best part of being a Beachbody coach is the personal development. And with that, I am going to turn it over to Rob and see if I can do this without messing up everything.
You'll be good. There's so much awesome stuff there to touch on. I'll try to quickly go over it because there's so much I need to cover. But what Rohan said is that we're all coming at this at different angles. Some are much further along in our journey. Some are just starting the journey. I know, when I first was introduced to Beachbody, I was a mess. It was back in 2009. We just had the third child, and I remember playing with the kids on the floor, and I was out of breath just playing trucks. And I knew that I didn't want to be one of those dads that couldn't keep up with the kids. And I also wanted to be a good role model. I think any parent wants to be a good role model and not necessarily say what I do and not what I say what I do what I say and not what I do. And so, that was kind of the impetus of why I started. And I also felt like crap. At the time I was 36, they started putting me in all kinds of blood thinners and high blood pressure medication and cholesterol medication, and the medications really started to creep up, and it seemed like instead of necessarily solving the root of the problem as far as the physical aspects of it, it was a lot easier for the doctors to prescribe medication. And so I really took it upon myself at that point. I needed to do something, and sure enough, later on that week, of all things, I was sitting watching, I think, the Red Sox, eating a pizza with a six-pack of beer in front of me, and after the game, P90X infomercial came on. We've all seen them. Beachbody spends tens of millions of dollars every year to make sure that you have seen them. And it intrigued me because unlike a lot of things that you see on TV, this wasn't promising quick fixes or easy. It was promising real workouts, real nutrition, in results. And that intrigued me because it's not something that, you see on TV. Everything else is take a pill, take a wrap, sleep it off, wrap this around you, and magically, you're supposed to get ripped. And this wasn't that. So I ordered P90X. I got it in. I was excited. I did the first workout, and I thought it was one and done. I'm like, oh my God, I am so sore. I'm not going to be able to move tomorrow. And this is like literally a half an hour later. So anybody who works out knows that you get the blood pumping through you half an hour later. You should not be sore as all get up. And so needless to say, I was a hurting pup. So I kind of figured, okay, well, that's it. I'm not coming back for day number 2. I kind of have, all the excuses built into my head. And then a funny thing happened. Somebody on the phone, claiming to be my coach, said, hey, I'm your Beachbody coach. And I don't have a Beachbody coach. I didn't pay for a Beachbody coach. He goes, no. You get one of us free with every program that you get. So our goal is to help you get the results that you want. We're exactly like you. We're not fitness professionals, but we have gone through the program. And my coach, Mike, said, I have hundreds of people that have been doing P90X, and I think you'd really enjoy the community. So I gave it a whirl, and it was amazing. It was people just like me that was struggling. There were moms, there were dads, there were people that were firefighters in the military, there were people overseas. You had all aspects of life, rooting people on, helping people, providing insight, and that's kind of where it began. And I absolutely love the community. I've met so many amazing people through Beachbody and throughout the country. just simply all doing the same thing, trying to work out and get a little bit better. And so I became a coach. I became a coach solely for the discount. Hey, who doesn't like a discount? It was almost at that point I looked at it as almost like a BJ's or a Costco discount. But it was better because now I could take tax deductions because I owned a small business. And so any of the things that I used fitness wise within the business, I was able to take a tax deduction. That includes internet or cell phones or mileage or whatever you can deduct that your tax representative allows. So it worked phenomenally well. But a funny thing happened over the years as I got more and more into fitness, and my fitness levels continued to improve, and I got in better and better shape, and I learned more. I became, I don't want to say fanatical, but it became really more than just a hobby for me. I enjoyed learning about nutrition. I enjoyed learning about the different workouts and why the Beachbody workouts worked, and whether or not, quite honestly, they met the guidelines of certain certifications. I'm NSCA certified, one of the national strength training accreditations, and it does. I mean, it mirrors up with all the training. So whether or not you go through Beachbody or you pay a lot of money for individual sessions for training, it marries up to exactly what you'll get, which is pretty cool at the base of it. But I want to start helping people. I wanted people to really be as excited and energetic as I was about working out and really realizing that it's doable. Like Rohan had said earlier, he's a cardiologist, and I can only imagine, how many hours he's working on some of his rotations. And he has 2 children and a busy professional, and it's just crazy, all the different things that he's doing. And so I'm the father of 3 boys. I have a beautiful wife. I'm the general manager of a 27-hole country club. I'm a former golf professional. And I found time to do this. And so it doesn't matter what your background is that, you could be a stay-at-home mom, you could be a professional, you could be in the military, fire, police. It honestly doesn't matter. You can do it as long as you love helping other people and supporting others, and bettering yourself constantly. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about us getting a little bit better every single day. So, right now I'm addicted and have been addicted to Body Beast, which, as Rohan mentioned, is our strength training workouts. I mean, as I get older, the reality is that as you get older, you lose 2% of muscle mass every year after the age of 55. And so if A, you don't have a bunch of muscle mass to lose, or B, you're not continuing to improve your muscle mass, that's where you see people in the grocery stores or the older men and women that are hunched over, that shrink, is because essentially it's not that they're physically shrinking, it's just that their body can't hold up anymore. Their muscles, their tendons, their joints no longer are erect or being able to be held up by their muscles because they don't have the muscle mass. So it's so important, not necessarily just from a strength standpoint, but just a quality of life standpoint. As society continues to evolve and live longer, I think men, the last time I checked, are living to the average age of 76, and women even older than that. It's going to be imperative that we are in better and better shape, not necessarily even for strength or looks, but just based upon quality of life. You don't want to be, in your 70s, unable to do, what you want in your golden years because you're not capable. So, super important from that standpoint. So the benefits of being a coach, they are enormous. Aside from just constantly bettering yourself, you get to set your own work hours, whether you want to do this part-time or full-time. As mentioned, myself and Rohan are extremely busy individuals, and you put what time you have in to make it work and what you want out of it. You can build this online or in person. Obviously, we're doing this online tonight. Rohan had stated earlier he got done doing a fit club in person. I train others in person. I help others online. I have, I think, the last time I checked, clients in 43 different states throughout the country, in 2 different countries. And soon we'll be heading overseas across the pond. I can't mention which country that is, but I think you can guess. So you get to share your passion with other people and attract other people and get to meet amazing people. I was fortunate enough to meet Rohan for the first time in person down in Tennessee last summer. And, you know, I don't know what other walk of life you can do that. We're so shut into the people that we run into on a constant daily basis that it's rather sad that we don't get a chance to meet so many amazing people out there. So this is what this business affords. As mentioned earlier, tax deductions are amazing, and really all the ancillary benefits. I mean, and that's aside from the income. Um, so what you receive as a coach, when you become a coach, you receive 3 preloaded websites, an app specific to you, which is amazing. It's the same creators, the engineers of Facebook. Easy to use, logs all your workouts, your nutrition. You can keep an updated running tab of everybody in the group. Phenomenal for trainers, phenomenal for gym owners. Keep track of people that you may not see on a daily basis. You also receive an online office that monitors your clients, your orders, commissions, bonuses, product training, business training, personal development, and more. So, I mean, it just keeps on going on. The rewards, obviously, the commissions are phenomenal, 25% off of anything off of your websites, bonuses for team growth, trips, recognition, learning, personal development. I mean, really, the list keeps on going on and on. And I try not to get caught up with the monetary rewards right off the bat, mainly because, quite honestly, that's what this shouldn't be about right off the bat. Because like anything, like any new business, you know, it can happen, but it takes a while to get going. So there's a learning curve right off the bat. And so the statement of earnings is kind of a cool page, one that I enjoy sharing, mainly because what happens is that it's kind of exactly like your gym. The better you are in your efforts, being accountable, consistent, dedicated, the better the results you're going to get. If you never show up to the gym, or if you never show up to coaching, you're not going to get anything out of it. And so they're exactly the same. I think we all know those people that have their Planet Fitness keychains that the last time that they ever went to Planet Fitness or the gym was quite some time ago. So it's pretty amazing. The statement of earnings is also pretty cool because we all come to this at different skill sets. I'm a little bit older when I came to this, so my social media acumen absolutely sucked, in all honesty. I mean, I didn't know Facebook from Snapface, from MySpace to any space. I mean, I was lost. So it took me a while, coach-wise, to be coachable, to learn, to grow, to get outside my comfort zone and really learn different things that maybe before I just really wasn't interested or scared, I guess, for the lack of a better word, of learning. So you receive amazing support. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how much support you receive from the training tools, the business quick starts, the coach basics. We have a project care going on right now, marketing tools, the communication, the coach breaking news, national wake-up calls. I mean, really, the list keeps on going on and on, almost too much information, quite frankly. There's something new you can discover each and every day. And really, what to expect from our team, from mentorship. You know, the coach that sponsors you, mentors you every step of the way. And not only do they do it, but their team does it as well. Free training, regular team meetings. I have a meeting right after this webinar for my team, quarterly meetings in person if you so choose, leadership training, unbelievable support. So the $1 million question, how do you join as a coach? Well, this is pretty exciting because, and this just came out. So in order to become a coach, you the most economical way is to start with the challenge pack, right? So what is a challenge pack? The challenge pack includes a fitness program of choice, whether you're Body Beast or T25 or 21 Day Fix or PIO or any of the great programs that we have, hundreds of them. You pick one of those programs. The first month of Shakeology or performance supplements as well, and then Beachbody On Demand. And what Beachbody On Demand is, it is absolutely amazing, because what it is, it's think Netflix for fitness. So all the Beachbody programs that we have, plus countless other programs, workouts, nutrition tips, recipes, are all on this platform where you can get any of them live streamed directly to your internet device, whether it be a laptop or a smartphone or Chromebook, whatever it is, iPad, right to that. So this month, it was just announced that one of the challenge packs, an amazing challenge pack, because quite honestly, the fee for on demand for 1 year is $120 some odd dollars. I think it's $129 for the year. Well, now what they're doing is they're offering a challenge pack, annual on demand for good for 1 year, and any programs that they come out with in that year included in your on demand with Shakeology for $160. I mean, this is like a $240 value. In fact, I think even greater than that. And you get that for $160, plus you get the coaching fee enrolled in that as well. So you get a year of it's up to about $6,600 worth of workouts streamed directly to whatever device you want. So you don't have to worry about if you go to the gym or if you work out at different places in the house. You could take it outside in the summer, whatever you like. You could take it anywhere. So it is easily the best way to go, because like Rohan said, quite honestly, we have to be a product of the product. There is an ongoing business service fee, and this is kind of a cool fee. And you'll say, Rob, any extra cost is not cool. Well, there are two reasons why this is cool. One, if you happen to be a military veteran, or whether it be active or a veteran, or if you have to be a spouse of a veteran or active duty, this fee is waived. And if you have to pay the fee, like myself and Rohan, look at all that you get for that $15.95. Ordinarily, if you own a business, I've owned several, and I also pay the bills for my country club website, this fee is going to cost $200, $300, $400, if not greater. So not only do you get all the media promotion and brand awareness that Beachbody has, like I stated earlier, we spend over $10 million a year annually on infomercials, as well as website promotions. You get 3 personal websites, and that hosts all of them. The online office, you never warehouse any product. Everything is warehoused directly from Beachbody. So you don't touch it, you don't warehouse it, you don't stock it, nothing. You get 24-hour days, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, customer service, as well as technical support, marketing, communications, training, success on demand, and more. So in the next 24 hours, the person who invited you is going to follow up and ask, what did you like best about the presentation? Be honest. Any critique that you can give, whether positive or negative, is going to certainly help us in the long run. Does this seem like the right fit for you and help you achieve your goals? Maybe your goals right now is more towards, I got to get myself in order before I start helping other people. And that's cool too, because that's where both Rohan and myself started. We needed to get ourselves right before we could help other people. And what appeals to you, coach or customer? The cool thing is, when you get a challenge pack, you can essentially delay that coach fee to whenever you're ready. So you buy a challenge pack now, in a month, 2 months, you say, you know what, Rob, I am getting amazing results. I want to help other people. Well, that coach fee is already enrolled into that challenge pack, and so that fee is waived. So when you're ready, we can help you become a coach. And if you want to become a customer, we can help you right now. Touch base with myself or Rohan if you have any questions. You see the contact information there. I appreciate you joining us tonight. We'll see you soon. Have a great night.
Good night, everybody.